If you're a B2B company trying to decide where to spend your time and money to generate leads and revenue, you're probably asking cold outreach or paid ads. Here's the truth. You're asking the wrong question. I'm Kevin Patrick, and in this video, I'm breaking down the exact metrics, costs, and strategies you need to make the right decision. Because the answer isn't one or the other, it's knowing when to use each. First, you need to set a specific goal to achieve X in Y time. It's an experiment because cold outreach and paid ads solve different problems. Cold outreach works best when you want fast initial conversations. You can start getting replies and book meetings within days. Precision targeting, right? If you have a list of 500 to 1,000 dream accounts and you need to reach specific decision makers, cold outreach is brilliant. But also, if you're looking to scale your outreach and you've got a big enough total addressable market, cold email or cold outreach can work very well as well. And if you're looking for message validation, say you're launching something new and you need real-time qualitative feedback, this works beautifully. Paid ads work best when you want demand capture, people who are already searching for your solution on Google or other channels, and you basically want to show up and intercept them. You can also get scale at volume. It costs more, but let's say you need to reach thousands of prospects fast. Paid ads can do that for you. And market education, it's about building awareness in, say, a broad industry segment. But here's the key. Cold outreach is a spear. Paid ads are a net. If you know exactly who you need to talk to and want conversations now, use the spear. If you need to capture anyone actively looking and have budget to spend, cast the net. Now, how fast do you need results? This again is where most people get it wrong. With cold outreach, conversations can start immediately. If you've got a great offer or you position it in the right way, you can get replies within days. It doesn't have to be weeks or months. Then you can get meetings booked within the first week or couple of weeks. But if you're looking at the sales cycle for enterprise deals and offers, it can take 6 to 18 months. Reply rates in-house, teams are looking at 0.5, 0.7. We at Asterisk typically are saying 5% because of all the aspects that we bring to the table. With paid ads, traffic starts immediately once campaigns are live. Conversions happen in, say, 0 to 6 months, but only if buyers are already searching. The catch here is you need budget to generate volume, and most B2B buyers aren't actively searching until they're already, say, 57 or 60% through their buying journey. Cold outreach gets you conversations faster, paid ads get you conversions faster, but only for buyers already in market. The reality in 2026, the average B2B buying journey is 192 days with over 60 touch points. Whether you start with outreach or ads, you are playing a long-term game. And this is why I said at the start, this isn't about choosing one or the other. It's about knowing when to use it and ideally using both. Now, let's talk money. So let's talk about cold outreach, right? And depending on offer and industry, there's lots of variables, but the cost per lead, generally somewhere between $10 to $100. That's not booked meeting, that's just to get a positive reply. Now, the tooling cost can be anywhere from $50 to $200 per month. If you're looking at, major sequencing tool like Instantly or SmartLead, contact databases cost $50 to $1,000+ per month, depending on the volume. That's not even thinking about infrastructure like your mailbox's domain. But if you're hiring an SDR, you can expect somewhere like $7,000 to $12,000 per month for US-based talent, or $4,000 to $8,000 for offshore. So paid ads, Google search cost per lead is typically $70 to $460. LinkedIn cost per lead often exceed $400. The average B2B tech CAC on Google Ads is over $100 per lead, a minimum monthly budget of $3,000 to see meaningful results on LinkedIn, but you can start Google search with less. If you try to run LinkedIn ads with, say, $500 a month, I promise you're just going to be burning cash. Both channels require effort, but different types of effort. So for cold outreach, you need things like technical setups. You want to make sure you've got different domains, mailboxes, SPF, DKIM, and DMARC records configured. If you don't do that as the foundation of your house, you are going to land in spam. As I said before, domain infrastructure, 5 to 10 secondary domains to protect your main brand domain, which gets redirected to your main domain, 14 to 28 day warm-up cycle, which you need to keep going. So you have a gradual increase sending volume to build sender trust reputation. And when you think about research, in most cases, it might take 10 to 20 hours if you're doing it manually, or with the right tools and skill set like Clays and other automation tools, you can automate and speed this process up. A lot of it is front loaded. Once you set up and you find message market fit, maintenance about 10 to 15 minutes a day. Paid ads is ongoing creative and data work. So you've got the server-side tracking. You must implement conversions API or you'll lose 40 to 60% of your conversion data to ad blockers. You want creative rotation. B2B ad engagement typically drops 30% after 4 to 6 weeks. So you need fresh creative monthly. You want to be checking click-through rates and adjusting bids. And you want to be doing weekly optimization around keyword audits and search term exclusions. The effort is continuous. You're managing a machine that needs constant tuning. If this is helpful so far, hit that like button and subscribe because we're about to get into ROI and this is where it gets really good. If we look at cold outbound or specifically cold email marketing typically returns somewhere from $36 to $40 for every $1 spent. That's a 3,800% ROI. Plus you get conversation started a lot quicker. Applies within days and not your typical weeks or month. On the paid ads, Google search ROAS is 78% or $1.78 for every dollar spent. LinkedIn ads ROAS is 113% or $2.13 for every $1 spent. So you're probably thinking, hang on a minute, cold email is 20 times more effective than paid ads? The answer is yes, on both speed and cost. But there is a catch. Cold outreach can have volume limits based on the infrastructure setup, which may mean if it's not optimized for scale, you may limit yourself to 5 to 10 meetings per month. Also, cold outbound tends to be slightly lower intent and longer sales cycle than when you compare to inbound. Paid ads have exponential scale. You can spend $50,000 a month and reach 10 times more people. You might book 50 plus meetings a month if you have the budget. The real metric to watch is LTV to CAC ratio. That is lifetime value to customer acquisition cost. You want at least 3 to 1, ideally 4 to 1, between 4 to 1 to 7 to 1. If your customer lifetime value is $10,000, you can spend up to $2,500 to acquire them. Again, I know a lot of this depends on your margin, but cold outreach might get you there for $400 to $2,000. Paid ads might cost you $800 plus. But if you're closing $100,000 deals, spending $5,000 per customer on ads, it's a no-brainer. So the bottom line is cold outreach wins on efficiency and speed to first conversation. Paid ads win on scalability once you have the budget. Okay, so how do you actually decide? It comes down to 3 factors. Number 1, ACV, your annual contract value. Is it under $10,000? Cold email and Google search keep costs low. 10,000 to 50,000 ACV, blended approach, cold calling, personalized email, LinkedIn ads. If it's over $50,000, account-based everything, and multi-threading across 3 to 5 stakeholders per account. What fast means too, because it's different for every organization. If you need conversations this week, cold outreach. You get replies in days. Need conversions from market buys, Google search ad to capture active demand. You need both. Use cold outreach to create urgency with your dream account and paid ads to catch people already searching. Number 3, it's all about your current revenue stage. Pre-product market fit or under $1 million in ARR, start with cold outreach to validate messaging and get fast feedback. Post product market fit and scaling, you want to then layer in paid ads to multiply what's already working. So here's the framework. If you have low capital but high time, favor cold outreach. You'll get faster conversations and lower cost. If you have high capital below time, favor paid ads will capture intent at scale. If you have both, synchronize them for maximum pipeline velocity. If you're considering effective strategic cold outreach, watch this video next where I reveal the exact system we implemented to help our client get 7 new customers and 150K in ARR in just 60 days. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.